The phrase "it's lonely at the top" gets thrown a lot in success culture, but in some cases, it doesn't apply at all. Most people use that line to describe what happens after success. You either fall out with the people you started with, or even worse, you had to do everything alone from the beginning. So when the success finally comes, there's no one around to share it with. But that's not the case for Three Men Army. Three Men Army, made up of Dante, Trevor, and Frank, is one of the most recognizable and respected content creation groups in Kenya right now. What makes their story stand out isn't just the success, it's how they got there. The trio first met back in 2015 through a church youth program known as IYF. At the time, they were dancers and volunteers.
Tukapatana kanisa, tulikuwa tuna volunteer kwa youth organization fulani inaitwa IYF.
Okay.
So tukapatana huko, tukakuwa mabeshte, tulikuwa tuna dance.
Okay.
So tulianza kujiita Three Men Army since tukidance kwa dance team watu walianza kuenda ku left.
Ala.
So tukabaki tu watatu. So unapata ni cultural dance team, dance inahitajiwa 30 lakini tumbaki wangapi?
Watatu tu.
Tukazoana hivyo kama Three Men Army.
There was no clear path into media or entertainment. They simply started with what they had. They turned to social media and began creating content. Simple, relatable, and direct. Their approach was different. They spoke in a way that resonated with young people. They addressed real-life situations that many people avoid talking about publicly. And one of their most recognizable formats was making short, shirtless clips.
Wako na dau. Ukichitiwa alafu move on. But sasa move on kwa mtu mwenye pia alichitiwa. Hiyo sasa inaitwa fractional distillation kwa chemistry.
Inaitwa kemia.
Where the molecule comes back to its real state.
Wazungu wanasemaga double
tragedy.
Kiswahili inaitwa kitenzi, kishirikishi,
sisitizi. Ama ukipenda kwa sheria wanasemaga kibwagizo. Kitu ambacho kinajirudia. Yaani ati wewe umebreak up na mtu alicheat, sasa tunataka ku move on. Mwenye unapata huyu pia aliachwa juu ya kucheat.
Yes, kwa hesabu tunaitanga recurring
fractions. Yeah, the denominator and the numerator are the same.
Kwa business wanasemaga recurring needs. Zinajirudia.
Na huko kwa CRE inaitwa promised land. You're back bro, you're back.
This helped them stand out even more. It wasn't polished, but it was real. And that authenticity is what drew people in. As the audience grew, so did their opportunities. They secured a radio presenting job together. That move expanded their reach and introduced them to a wider audience beyond social media. They remained on radio until 2025 when they made another notable decision. They resigned together. At the same time, they were building their own platform. The 97's podcast became a key part of their growth. It allowed them to move from short-form viral clips into longer conversations, giving their audience more depth and consistency.
Wagwan wadau, this is the 97's podcast with Dante, Frank, and me, Andrew Trevor. Na ikibamba sana unaweza tuita Three Men Army.
This is where they transitioned from being just content creators to becoming a recognized media brand. What stands out most in their journey is consistency and alignment. They started together, they grew together, and at every major stage, whether it was content creation, radio, or podcasting, they moved as a unit. That's something you don't see often, especially in an industry where groups tend to split as opportunities increase. As we all know, in most cases, success creates distance between people. In this case, it did the opposite. Three Men Army's story challenges the idea that success has to be isolating. Because when people share the same vision, put in the work, and stay aligned over time, success doesn't separate them. It makes their bond even stronger. So maybe lonely at the top isn't always the reality. Sometimes it's just the result of who you choose to climb with. Three Men Army stuck together and remain great friends to this day. That just shows when people who are hardworking and share the same vision and goals come together and are loyal to each other throughout every good and bad time, then only at the top phrase only becomes a myth.
Sisi ni bros.
We are a family.
We've been friends for like almost 10 years now. Hiyo kitu ni deep. Kiguza mmoja tunakuja.
Hatuwezi sema sisi ni mabeshte, tusema sisi ni mabro.